You ready to bring the entertainment?
We're ready to show them how we do.
Let's see what they say.
We want to thank our good friend Ron Keel for calling in and being part of the Classic Metal Show. And guy couldn't be more complimentary, Chris.
You know, I wish Ron would talk a little more, though. He seems very, reserved.
Yeah, he's very introverted. It's very difficult getting anything out of that guy.
Yeah, he's very tough. Very yes and no only. No long-winded answers.
We're going to call these jokers or
now.
what?
Always happy to have him on the show, and you've seen it here in the studio. I have that picture where he was
It's ringing.
doing a live
It's like calling a radio station.
interview while he was performing a show down in Nashville.
Absolutely.
And I was interviewing him on the Classic Metal Show, and he was answering the questions from the stage.
I know, that was great.
Yeah, so I have this
I just
picture
haven't
up
read it all
here.
yet.
that
I
he
only got it like 2
audited.
days ago. So.
Sure. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this thing on?
Hello?
Is this like some hacky radio dudes?
Yeah, this is...
Are you talking about you or us?
Well, I'm busy eating a bagel. I don't know what you're doing.
Chinese food.
Dom's eating Chinese food. This is we called because we know Dom and Chris go way back. Chris, would you like to say goodbye to? Would you like to say goodbye to Dom's foot?
You basically called the two fat douchebags show. So what can we do for you?
Well, we have an offshoot. We're the one fat douchebag and the one dirty Jew.
That's right. That's right.
I'm calling for two reasons. One, I want a physical copy of Chris Aiken's book so I can read and review it. Because I'm not partial to reading online. And two, I want to say that Ron Keel song fucking sucked. And any guy that tries to go country to stay relevant, a fucking douchebag. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but
he could lick my taint.
New.
Huh?
That's not new. Ron's been doing that for close to 20 years.
Yeah, he did it when nobody cared about his fucking rock career because he sucks.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I said it.
Damn, I thought you were a big Keel fan, man.
Dom said that shit. Fuck.
I'm a Keel fan.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I like that record.
Hey, Chris, it's like fucking Stephen Batten dragging me to all the Nuff's Enough shows. Fuck, come on, dude. Just fucking... Why don't you just stick your cock in my ear? Jesus Christ. Now, I'll say this. When Enough's Enough had, like, Johnny Monaco singing, it was much more tolerable.
Yeah, how can you say that? They sound exactly the same.
No, he doesn't sound whiny and all drugged out like Donnie V. Although,
yeah, I guess if Donnie V ever got clean, that's what he would sound like.
Or if Donnie V ever smoked crack, allegedly, that's what he would sound like.
Certainly, man. Well, in case people are wondering who the fuck these two guys are, this, of course, is Dom and Mike from Maximum Threshold, who are... I guess you guys would say that, what, you're invading our show to steal our 5 listeners?
Yes.
Yes. We called to rape their ear pussies.
That's right.
Can I say pussy on your radio show?
I think we can.
Actually, we called to interview Chris because he is now an author. He has a tome out, if you will.
Oh yeah, I'm very literary, as they say. What questions can I answer for you?
Okay. How many times... I haven't seen your book. Is there any sex in your book?
Yes.
Did you, like, when you were writing all this stuff down, did it ever stir up memories and you got, like, a boner and had to jerk off?
That's a good question.
No, that's a solid question. I never had to actually spank it thinking about it because, to be honest, the only real sex story in the book is just a quick one-nighter in Atlantic City
with Dominic.
So it wasn't a cum shooter.
Oh,
it was just kind of all right, this happened.
Because I read some of the reviews and I've known you for a long time. I didn't know like a lot of your story. I just know you from seeing you all the time and hanging out sometimes. and laughing and shit. It's not like I read some of the reviews. It sounds like you've been through some serious shit, my man.
Yeah, I've walked the wars, as they say, man. I've definitely been through some serious shit, but I never really made it a public issue until recently, and now I just wrote a book about one of these things, which is my divorce and thoughts of suicide and blah blah blah. So bad year, I guess.
Yes. So when are we gonna? What the fuck? I Dream of Jeannie. Fucking Dom, turn your fucking computer down. So when are we gonna see the Chris Aiken book
turn into a movie
on Oprah, and you be on the Book of the Month Club? Because I think that will really propel you into
superstardom.
Yes, like Ron Keel's new album will do to him.
I don't know. I mean, right now it's I'm happy to get any press right now. I'm lucky to get quite a bit so far. For now, I'll be happy with the Scene article that's going to come out in a couple of weeks, and the Plain Dealer's doing something. So I'll take the local stuff for now. If it ever goes into something bigger, that's fine. But I'm actually in the process of writing, a couple of more books, and one of them is going to be the one that I actually started writing literally today is probably the one you want to read, Michael, which is my 2.5 years of absolute sexual deviancy when I was in Korea, when I was in the service, and that one is just going to be nothing but squirting jizz in every fucking corner of Asia.
So did you partake in any lady boys like Dominic has?
No.
Wait.
Nothing with a penis ever emerged.
Oh, come on. Nobody's listening. Tell the truth.
Have you been to Pohang or Busan?
I've been to Busan, yeah.
See?
I actually
and you've been
served
down
there
Texas Street. You've been down Texas Street then, right?
Oh, yeah. Wow. How do you know that place?
Because I've been there. How would I have not known? How would I know that? Yeah, I was in the Navy.
I didn't know that. Where were you at in Korea, dude?
I was in Pohang and Busan.
All right. I've been to Busan and Osan, and I was stationed in Yongsan. So I used to run the streets of Itaewon and Miyagi and, all the sex shows and that kind of shit.
So what you're saying is you and Dom could be ladyboy Peter-in-laws.
It might be related.
Yeah,
you guys
we could take turns trading the dress and fucking each other in the ass. It's all good.
We probably swap DNA.
You guys would look like two shaved polar bears wrestling.
They were enjoying the cream of some young guy.
Yes. Dom will be the one with only 1 foot because his diabetes is taking one. Very soon.
No, that's good. That's healing up.
Like it's like Ghost Rider 3 instead of signing the deal with the Mephistopheles or however you say his name for his soul. It's for Dom's foot. And they're coming for it, and he's trying to ride away on a tricycle.
You gotta go, man.
And his daughter's like, "Get off of my tricycle!
It's mine."
Whatever, you can buy another foot.
Hey.
I know this is a real interesting question.
This is the real one question I called for. Aside from, I wanted to say, do you really like Ron Keel? But I had a real question before that. Where are you going to be doing your book signings?
There's actually talk about doing an actual reading and a Q&A in March. One in Cleveland and one in Akron, actually. And it's really going to be based on, we're working to get with a couple of charities to actually co-sponsor this stuff. But it's actually going to happen probably in March.
So when
Not sure of the locations yet. It's really up to, I got a publicist guy that deals with all that shit. I'm just kind of along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
So when Disney makes your book into a movie, would you prefer Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, or Gerard Butler to play you?
That's a good one, Gerard Butler. That's a good question.
Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
I want Gerard Depardieu. He likes him young.
Oh, that's right. He does. He did get in trouble for that.
Yeah, of course.
I forgot about that. So you would rather...
The ghost of Chris Farley.
The ghost of Chris Farley. Dude, I think there was a ghost in my bed last night. I think there was a ghost of a fat man who ate chili in my bed, or my dog just had really bad gas. I'm not sure which one it was.
Combination of the both.
Yeah. So is there the book signings? What do you have specific charities in mind, or are you just reaching out to see who what the best charity to be involved with?
I don't know what they're working with. I have a charity that I'm actually directly with called Common Ground. It's commonground.org. Is the charity itself, and it what they do is they online and phone support for people that are going through like a depression or a bad time, because that was one of the things I wrote about a lot in the book, was that I and there's a lot of people that don't, so I decided to throw some money their way to fund some of them, make a fortune to help them, but I'll throw something their way.
Nice. I'm actually very jealous of you, Chris, because I've always wanted to write a book. And knowing you for a long time, I'm happy for you.
Oh, I am too.
I'm glad that you got to do something like that. And I know it had to be therapeutic, because everybody goes through some kind of depression in their life. And, a lot of people say, oh, well, if you talk about it, it helps. And the last thing you want to do when you're depressed is talk about it. But then you realize at some point it does help.
I think that's one of the reasons why, we do our show. And I'm sure you guys probably think the same thing too, man, because you guys get to talk your issues out, and you let other people hear it, and it kind of takes away all that fire and steam that you guys have inside yourself.
Yeah. I mean, the show is definitely, since I've come back to the show, it has definitely been therapeutic for me to get it out there, and as far as the book itself, it was therapeutic in one way, but it was just something that I did to really get myself past it, and I couldn't get past it any other way but to write it.
Yeah, because I know I keep I have a journal. I have a bunch of journals, and what I usually do is I write all my thoughts down. Then, at some point, I go back and I read them, and then I usually throw them away because a lot of it's depraved. And
you don't want nobody to see that.
And I have one that I held on to from when I was in a very low point in my life, real depressed, and
was that pre-op?
No, I'm always pre-op. I can't afford to get the surgery, so I'm still pre-op. But I'll read some of it, and writing it down, I'm like, wow, I can't believe that. I was at that point in my life at some point. Do you ever, when you were reading this and proofreading it and editing, did you go back to all this and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is what I was going through at that point?
Oh yeah, man, dude. There's chapters in that book that I can't read now. There's, I wrote a lot in the book about, in the middle of this year that I was going through with the divorce and everything. My dad also died, and I wrote in detail about that, about him dying and my depression. The combination of the divorce and that and everything else. And when I was trying to edit it, when I was going through the editing phase and whatnot, I couldn't read it at all. I literally had to have other people edit it for me, because I would start to read it and it would put me in such a fucking bad headspace that the vodka bottle came out and halfway emptied out every time I tried to read it. So, there's definitely a lot of it. I mean, it's one of those books for me. It's not a happy book. I mean, the ending is okay. But it's something I don't think I'm ever gonna, casually sit around on my couch and say, oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun. It's one of those things that I wrote personally to get it out there, and now it's out there, and where most people say that they want to close a chapter of their life, I can actually do it, and I'll leave it at that.
Nice, yeah, because I know I saw you a couple times, and I saw you in the summer, and you did seem a little bit drunk.
Was that Rockin' the Range?
Yes. You're pretty. That might have been the
range. I was definitely a little bit hammered.
I think we've known each other a good 17 years or so. I think that's probably by far
dude.
Probably by far the drunkest I've ever seen you. And what do you?
Was it Rock on the Range?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. He don't even remember it. So what did? But this book is all about your trauma. But does any of it compare to the traumatic experience of meeting Dominic?
Oh.
Dude, you know what? Some things have to not be written. I mean, some things just can't. That's like writing a horror movie on top of a horror movie. That's like writing all 5 episodes of Saw, just in one single blast of evil. You can't do it.
That's true. Well, I don't think they really spent much time writing the second Saw movie because they hurried up and rushed it up.
How much time would you spend writing about Dom?
That's true. I would write extensively about him.
That's good. That's good.
I would document the farewell to the foot tour.
Yeah, they already wrote that movie, didn't they? My Left Foot.
I didn't want. That was a different kind of artist. Dom's more of an verbal artiste. I think. I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing big words out because I'm on the phone with an author.
It is. He is.
Oh, stop.
I think
world renowned.
I think that they should make a play out of this. Your book, like a
Broadway
musical.
That's a great
musical. And what musical accompaniment would I use?
Well, you can start with that Ron Keel song.
I knew you were going to say that.
Maybe a little Kids of Woodley High. Maybe some Kids of Woodley High. Maybe
Dude, why are you bashing on the Keel stuff so bad? I like Keel.
I didn't like it. It's okay. Hey, you know what? I don't like vegetables. Some people are vegetarians. It's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. Some people like wheelchairs.
I have very questionable musical taste myself, so I just don't like it. I didn't like Right to Rock. I didn't like his hair metal days.
Did you like his country shit?
Fair enough.
I didn't like I don't like any country music.
Fair enough. I mean, look, you don't have to like it because I do.
That's right. Well, but actually, I think there should be an original score made for your
Little Victories. Yep.
Little Victories, the musical.
You can have like Munchkins play it.
No, come on! Don't make a mockery of this, Dom.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get songs from like Lick the Blade. We'll do an original song. We'll even get Dominic to write.
Spider.
We'll get Dom to write an original song for you.
You throw Morning Wagon.
And no, nobody will come.
I want Morning Wagon to do the soundtrack, the whole thing.
The whole soundtrack. We'll do it.
There you go.
We'll do it for a signed copy of your book, and an invitation to the red carpet when Gerard Depardieu plays Chris Aiken in the Disney made for. Well, no, it's not going to be made for TV. This is a big screen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do we want Disney or Pixar?
All the marbles, man.
Pixar. I want Pixar in there.
No, Pixar.
Pixar, yeah, because they got more.
Or do we want a live action movie?
You want Arnold in there too?
No, he's got saggy tits now. And some firm.
All right,
young
guys,
tits
we got to get rolling here. But
why you guys ain't doing nothing? What you guys got? What you guys got planned?
Yeah,
don't be trying to throw us off.
We got an interview calling in.
Oh, who's the big interview?
Mark Bowles.
Who?
Oh, come on! What's he got going on?
Who's that?
He's a Fire.
What?
Ring of Fire. His new band.
Yeah. I had the Ring of Fire today. For real. And I didn't even eat anything spicy like in, I don't know, a couple weeks. I had the brown Ring of Doom.
Mark's a good guy, man.
So, hey, Chris, before you go, tell everybody where they can find your book and order it or buy it. And by everybody, I mean like our 3 listeners.
All right. Well, the first best place to go is my book website, which is chrisaikenbooks.com. Or if you want to get it at a discounted price, the best place to go is meatspin.com. That's where it's on special there. 2 for 1 special there.
Meatspin.
That's the best place.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Chris. I'm glad that you're out of this horrible depression.
Where'd Neely go? Why is he hiding on us?
Because this isn't about me. It's about Chris and his book.
Well, maybe you should write a fucking book, you lazy bastard.
It's in the planning stages, my friend.
I'm writing one. It's called "I Like to Poop," and it's going to have all the places I've pooped. It's going to make War and Peace look like a pamphlet.
Neely,
Yes.
can you do me a quick favor?
And do I owe you a favor?
No, no.
I need to know.
No, can you do a promo ID for us? Just say your name, your band Steel Piston, and say you listen to Maximum Threshold and throw some crazy at the end of it.
Something crazy.
Come on, Neely.
Okay, I got it. Hey, this is Neely of Steel Piston, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. These two guys are assholes.
That's right.
That's perfect. That is right.
All right, everybody, go get Chris's book or buy the not the audio book, the digital book or whatever they call it, e-reader. I don't know. E-book. That's right.
And check them out at classicmetalshow.com.
That's right. And go buy Ron Keel's new album.
Yeah.
And you guys buy yourself a you guys need a compressor in your studio.
Yeah, we do.
We need more than that.
I got one. I'm looking right now. I got an Alexis 3630 compressor. Guess it ain't working.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, I'm looking
The
at it.
lights are going.
Yep.
You need a limiter compressor in your studio there. That wide open mic thing, too much ambient noise.
Oh, yeah. They're cheap mics. They're
I know I can hear myself breathing because my nose is a little stuffy and I got a big Jewish nose. Dude, I can smell a quarter from 3 miles away.
Yes, you can.
All right, boys.
Thank you. Good night. I'm
All
leaving
right,
on a good
guys.
one.
Have a good one.
See ya.
See you, boys.
Bye.